on our last special guest for the evening here at Cocktails and Collabs Live with your girl, your favorite host, COOLKID. We have such an amazing group of people that have graced us today. And as you can see, we have a nice little cute surprise in the back called Kitten Heels. All right,
I'm Krys King. I am from Georgia, born and raised, small town, if you can hear it in my voice, country girl.
All right now.
So, I am a mom. My daughter's about to go off to college.
Wow, Mama, you look great.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. Got 2 kids, husband, and I'm an author and owner of the Writers Alliance, where we help authors self-publish.
The Writers Alliance? Y'all don't understand. I am fangirling behind this camera. Okay, I love books. The cool kids gonna love them today. Tell us, how did you become an author? And what was the first book you ever wrote?
So I started writing real young. I started out in poetry, you know. So I would just like write these little rhymes. I honestly thought I was gonna be a rapper.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had bars.
Okay, and you might have now.
No. I don't have the voice for it.
Understood.
But yeah, I started out writing poetry. I actually got a few poems published nationally, and actually won Editor's Choice Award for my poems back in the day. But I always liked writing stories. You know, I always felt like I saw everyday women, you know, and I wanted to write their stories, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I started writing about 15 years ago. It took me forever to write my first book, but I finally published it in 2016 called Crossed in Love, and it was amazing. I didn't expect the you know, what I got from it, what people thought and how they loved it, because it was real stories about real women, and I think that registers.
Wow, what was it about as far as those women are concerned?
It was about 3 women, friends. They went to college together and created a bond, but they were all at different stages in their lives. One, her name was Darcy. She was jilted at the altar. She was hurt by love, so she was like, you know, I'm done. I don't want to try it anymore. I'm just gonna, you know, have this one when I want them, have this one when I want them, and I'm gonna be good.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you had another one. Her name was Shantae. She was married. But her husband, they had trouble having kids, and her husband wasn't giving what he needed to give, so she stepped out. And that was a whole thing. And then you have Mickey, who...
Mickey sounds spicy.
Yes, Mickey is spicy. She's actually, that's what this book is based off of, Mickey's story. But Mickey, she... grew up on the rough side of New York. You know, her mom, you know, had her issues with addiction. Her dad was, you know, incarcerated. So she had to grow up pretty quick. And she didn't know how to receive or give love. So
strong black woman.
Yeah, strong black woman. So she just used men for what they could do and provide for her.
Right.
But
she wasn't opening up.
She wasn't opening up. She didn't have time for that. So they all had their own journeys figuring out those paths in their lives. So very interesting women, real women, you know, real issues. But it's all about how love impacts us and how it creates how we move through life.
Wow.
Like the decisions that we make are based on how we receive love, how we give love, and what love looks like to us.
Wow, I love that, man. Make sure you guys get into it, and it's called Crossed in Love.
Crossed in Love.
Crossed in Love. Make sure you guys check that out. Krys King. Oh, we gonna learn it today.
Yes, learn it today.
Listen, because Kitten Heels. Is this which number is this?
This is book 3.
Book 3.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into Kitten Heels. How did we get to book 3 from 1, and what's different from the last 2?
Yes, so Crossed in Love, like I said, was my first book. And then I kind of veered off because I love me a good murder mystery novel. So my second book was The Fruit Fell Far. And so it was different from my, you know, the dramatic urban story of Crossed in Love. And it was amazing. but everybody loved Mickey's story. And how it left off. They wanted to know, her backstory and how her story moved forward from Crossed in Love. So that is why we have Kitten Heels now.
I love it.
And if you get Kitten Heels and the little girl's feet in the big shoes, because she had to grow up quick, so she's, we walk through life pretending, sometimes, and so she comes to terms with that.
Did you do the illustration on your own?
No, I didn't. I have a wonderful graphic designer called Mark Thomas. He's in the UK. Shout out to Mark. But he does all my cover work.
Thank you so much for, one, taking that leap of faith and putting yourself out there as a creative and, as a writer. Reading is such a powerful tool. Knowledge is power. We need to read more.
Yeah, it stimulates your brain.
It does. I've heard that there are studies that reading can help prevent dementia, Alzheimer's, and it just keeps your brain working and functioning at a higher level. Are you an avid reader yourself, even though you're an author?
No, I love to read, and I think that's what inspires me too, and it helps me improve on my writing.
Awesome.
And I will say that it's been almost 5 years since The Fruit Fell Far, my last book, came out. Because I wanted to hone, in on my craft and be a better writer. I was, if you look at Crossed in Love and Kitten Heels, you can see the amateurish, the amateurishness of it, if that's a word. But yeah, so you see the growth. But yeah, I love to read Omar Tyree, Sister Soldier, all those urban stories.
I got them on my shelf right now. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep, I was about to say his name, but I can't think of his last name.
The whole thing. Eric Jerome Dickey.
Yes.
That's the guy.
He is amazing.
Yes.
I have all his books, actually. Yes. So.
Man, we got to get into it. We're definitely going to talk after this. I don't know about the rest of y'all. But where can we find you? Are you in bookstores across the nation? What are the social medias? How can we connect?
Yes, so my books are available wherever you get your books, whether it be from Walmart, Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, all the bookstores you can think of. I'm going to try to get into some local stores, bookstores too, hopefully some Black-owned ones as well. But yeah, anywhere you get your books, you can find all 3 of my novels. And my social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them at luvvsyc, LUVVSYC.
All right, you heard it here first. This was a COOLKID exclusive with an amazing, talented author. Make sure you guys go get Kitten Heels by Krys King. Okay, when you see them little feet and heels, you know you done found the one, baby.
Yes.
It's your girl, your favorite host. Make sure you guys tap in. Again, follow us on Instagram at COOLKIDProduction_. Make sure you guys are following Krys King. Make sure you guys go get the books and check out our website, COOLKIDProduction.com. It's your girl, your favorite host, and we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Cool kids.